What's up guys, Raptor here from Spartan Team 4, and today I have my gun arsenal video. I have a GMP Block 1.5. It's a GMP M16A1 lower. On the back I have a GMP Car 15 stock with a Jim Mason butt pad zip tied on there. My sling, I run a multicam Blue Force Gear V-cast padded sling, and then on the front I have a swivel point mount. I have an A1 grip, obviously with the A1 lower. Up top I have a replica CAC flip up rear sight. A placeholder replica 553, soon to be an ACOG with RMR on top. Moving forward, I have a classic Army CAC wrist. Moving forward, I have a Tango down vertical grip. It's pretty solid and the color's pretty close, that's why I haven't moved on to anything else. Up top, I have a VFC PEC 15 modded with an infrared laser on the inside, so I can use it with my night vision. Just forward to that is a tri-rail. It's just an off-brand, it's pretty solid. Below the grip I have I think it's Element replica CAC can. It's VFC replica, so the locking mechanism is the correct style. And then I have a unknown brand birdcage flash hider on the front. And moving over on the other side, I have a Surefire M952V. I got the pressure switch running into the grip handle. I also have a Lexan shield on front to protect the lens, and that's a vampire head, so I can twist it and make it an infrared beam only, which is helpful with the night vision. Internally, I have a Spectre MOSFET, Lonex motor, Lonex gears, and a bunch of SHS parts in it as well. I run 11.1 lipos, and it shoots about 380 with a .25, which is pretty nice for outdoor games. And for indoor, I use my 416, but y'all have seen that a bunch of times, so I'm not going to go over that. The base plate carrier is a Semapo NCPC. I decided to give it a try because it has the removable cummerbund, which seems like a big plus if I want to run slick, versus like the Cry AVS where the cummerbund is removable but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Starting off in the front, I have 3 mag metal mid caps for my GMP, an IR flag patch above that, a Leatherman multi-tool, and a Right in the Rain notepad in the admin pouch. Over to the right, I have a MSA PTT with camo net around it and bottle cap mod so I don't hot mic. Right next to that is my radio. It's a TRI PRC 152 with a short Harris blade antenna, and it's connected to the push-to-talk. Below that on the cummerbund is Eagle 1x2 and multicam folded in so I can have a speed mag out of it. Right next to that is a Toy Soldier Cry style SR25 with a single mag in it. And over back further on that side of the cummerbund, I have a Tier SOF IFAC. Moving to the left side, I have a PRC 152 shell with a smaller radio on the inside. I currently don't have a mic for it yet, but I do plan on getting just a fist mic. I have the stock TRI antenna connected to it as well. Right in front of that, I have some med shears. I have my gloves hanging from a locking carabiner. Then I have an Eagle V2 frag pouch with a pea grenade in it. And next to that is an Eagle V2 smoke with a purple smoke grenade. And behind that is a Cry Smart Pouch Suite, like 6x6x5 or something like that, general purpose pouch. Moving on to the back of the rig, front and center I have a Cry Assaulter zip-on panel. I don't have anything up top except some flex cuffs folded over right now. In the general purpose pouch, I just have some random stuff just to transport in right now. But in the game, I'll probably have some BBs or batteries, something like that in there. And at the very bottom, you can see I have a Cry roll-up dump pouch just hanging on there. I'm trying to use that as my primary dump pouch so I don't have to run a belt line. I'm going to see how that works out. Moving on to my helmet and comm setup. For my helmet, I have a Rabintex ACH 3 or a Mitch 2001 helmet. It is ballistic. On the front I have a Wilcox L2 G05 that I run my night vision on. I also have some bungees and a retention clip on there. Moving over, I have my Contour Roam 1. It's got a Lexan shield to protect the camera lens because my first one already got blown out. And that's clipped onto the back via the retention lanyard. In the back I have an MS2000 strobe velcroed on. And on the other side I have an IR flag patch. On the inside I have an OpsCore H-nape and Skydex pads. Moving over to my night vision, I have PVS 5Bs that I have modded up to run on its own power source and Wilcox mount. They're Gen 2 night vision. I have Butler Creek flip-ups on them with some Lexan shields in there to protect the lenses. I also have holes cut in the Butler Creek so I can close the caps when I'm going into a room or something to allow less light to flow in and allow less of a chance to burn the tubes since they are only Gen 2s. The mounting system is just a piece of metal that I curved to put a Wilcox mount on. I have a switch here to power them on and a CR123 that I wired up to power it, and that the cap just unscrews. I have a rubber band to stop it from wiggling because they had a little bit of a wiggle. In the back I have some PVS 14 eye cups and some caps that came with it that I cut a hole around and put just a small piece of Lexan in there to protect it when it's flipped up. And then I have my lanyard to clip into my helmet, so if everything fails, hopefully this will save them. Now comparing these to other night vision I've run single tube Gen 1s for a while, dual tube Gen 1s, the Ghost Hunters. I've seen through PVS 7s, PVS 14s. It's a lot better than the Gen 1s. It blows them out of the water. Single tube and dual tube, they both suck compared to this. But as compared to Gen 3, it's not as crisp as Gen 3, but it's still a lot better than Gen 1s, and it's actually worth using in a game as compared to Gen 1s, where Gen 1s, the vision is really small. It's really hard to tell where you're going. I've walked into a tree with Gen 1s on before. That's pretty much it. I'm probably going to get a lot of questions on how to mod them, and I'm just going to say I'm not going to answer that because it was a pain in the ass, and this is kind of janky, but it works for me. I wouldn't suggest anyone else trying to do this method of modding them. For my headset, I have a Peltor Sidewinder that I modified. It more mimics a Atlantic Signal MH180V with the vertical frame instead of the behind the neck frame that the Sidewinder originally had. I also added some magnets and earbuds that hang off the side so I can run hearing protection if I need to. The earbuds are combat arms, and then I have Surefire plugs on them. The headset sits over your head and the headband runs on the back. And it's a single comm, so for my other radio I'm just going to run a fist mic. Moving on to my recce rig, I have an Eagle RRV in khaki. I do run a plate on the inside just to keep it a little bit more comfortable. On the front I have an Eagle Admin with an IR flag patch and some doodads on the inside. Over to the right I have a VIP strobe, a Leatherman tool pouch. Moving down I have an Eagle 2x2 mag pouch. Next to it is a 1x2. On the other side I have an Eagle first generation embedder. Next to that is an Eagle canteen, and I just have a basic canteen in there for water. And on the other side I have a cat tourniquet rubber banded on, and then I have an LBT saw gunner pouch in Coyote Tan. And that's pretty much for this. I'll run a low profile communications setup with just an earpiece and a mic.